It's February 6th, 2018. I'm Kevin.
I'm Kim.
I'm Alex.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Aaron.
And this is Live from Beyond.
I'm quitting Live from Beyond if that's how you want to open the show every week. I swear to God, that's the stupidest fucking
Welcome
thing.
to the last episode of Live from Beyond.
I'm shutting down the stream.
All
If
right.
you think this show we're opening every week.
All right, this week we are playing, we're continuing the Distant Shore campaign. It's a Cypher system game. I'm going to be the GM, and these guys all have player characters. Why don't you tell us one snappy tidbit about your player characters?
I'm half machine.
Yeah.
Said one snappy tidbit. That's it.
Yeah,
That's the snappy tidbit you get.
that's fine. Now, Alex, the man shrouded in darkness.
Land Legend.
He's so
Hello,
mysterious.
everybody. I'm playing Tony Zacapa.
And I'm Nick.
I'm almost Beastmaster.
I'm Nick.
Did I do it wrong?
yeah.
He said
Yeah,
and. You're not supposed to say and. God damn, you can't even fuck up. Well,
Everything's going well so far.
And you have to introduce your character now.
No, can we
Well, at
skip
least
it?
a snappy tidbit.
Does he have to?
I would easily be convinced otherwise. At this point.
Snappy tidbit, I'm from Tukalau.
All right, and William Pembroke rides a dinosaur.
That's true. All right. So, when last we left you guys, you were, I don't know, contemplating certain doom at the hands of unknown assailants. Is that about right? You were trekking across the mire towards a set of ruins, a ruined fort with a dinosaur, and I believe you were doing some surveillance.
So I'm gonna pull for our massive audience out there. I'm gonna pull the curtain open a little bit so they can see the inner workings here.
We barely have a curtain. No,
I know.
What inner workings?
There's no inner working.
It's threadbare. It's threadbare as it is. But if you were to peek behind the curtain,
barely regular workings.
if you were to peek behind the curtain, you would discover that I don't watch Live from Beyond when I don't play it. So I have no idea what happened last week.
Really? Some dedication.
Yeah. All right.
That's a
so
secret you guys didn't know. You thought I watched all the episodes? I don't.
now that we know that about Oliver, let's dive right back into what's happening right now without giving any background on where we are or why.
This is
I
like
think
one of
you
those
have
television
listened.
shows where they say like last time on Live from Beyond, and then all they show you is the last like 3 seconds of the
Yeah.
episode.
It's exactly
like,
like that.
What
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
it's like Kevin's version of Snake Oil, Nick. You just gotta dive
Just
in.
jump in there.
roll with it.
I just gotta go with it and assume I know the story. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So, just real quick, I think it was mostly travel and interaction with various peoples. They killed one of the cyborg guys.
He was
Uh,
asking for it.
He
He
killed
was
a
totally asking for it.
He had his dinosaur eat a guy.
Yeah.
mean-
Over a piece of fruit.
Yeah.
To be clear, this isn't like there are many situations in which it might be legitimate to have your dinosaur eat a guy. This did not rise to that admittedly low bar.
This is one of those like unknown otherworld dudes that
Yeah.
they were all worried about. Okay.
No.
Well, no, this was just a regular old cyber guy, like a son of Cronus. One
it
of
was
the
one of
good
the
guys.
guys that we've known. Okay, yeah.
The ones
yeah,
we've been dealing
totally
with, yeah.
Okay. You guys killed one of them. It wasn't our guide, was it?
We stashed his
Nope.
body in the woods.
Yep.
And then he gave us a
Didn't eat it?
cipher.
I mean, nothing.
Well, we had to get past these guards, and it would have been weird if we had had one of their corpses.
Wait, where were we going? Because at the end of the session, I think I fixed that guy's arm, and we were
Mhm.
like trying to decide where to go.
Well, we're
We're
going,
going to
these-
get the stuff back.
battlefield.
Yeah. Okay.
But
All
now we came across some ruins, and there's mean people there.
According to our audience, the highlight of last session was, I'm going to roll against this fruit.
Yep. I think we lost, by the
I
way,
think the
or maybe
fruit one.
maybe
I'm
one against
fairly
the fruit?
certain you lost.
Yeah.
Are
We did-
the ruins those like random crumbling things that we saw that were like to the north east or something like
Yeah,
that?
they're
Yes.
way up north.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right, so I'll let you guys know that I will continue to put more intrusions in, as well as more ciphers. I would not say that it would be to your advantage to hoard ciphers at this point. And if you do, I think you're just going to end up throwing more away.
Well, and we
Okay.
found out that
Go
identifying
look for Mark.
ciphers is actually a little easier than thought. It's like a
That's
difficulty 1 or 2, and if you know anything about the subject, you pretty much get it. It's using an unidentified cipher is a difficulty level at the level of the cipher. So if you have a level like 4 unidentified cipher, you have to make a difficulty 4 check to use it.
So I gave you the description of the cipher that you found.
The microchip,
Right?
thing?
That was. Yep.
Yeah. Wipes people's memories. Or wipes a memory and then gives you +1 intellect.
Yep. Okay, cool. All right.
That's good because I was about to ask how many intrusions you guys got last week, but it
I
sounds
think it was
like
only
perhaps
2.
there were
but I-
Two?
Yeah.
2 probably could have been 3
Yeah,
if we had
but
been.
we're on a slope. We're on a slope.
Yep.
It was a high 2. It was a score.
Well,
Didn't
it was
really
like
tell the whole
it was
story.
definitely that 2 is definitely the high of the season because I'm pretty sure that's the third, like second and third from this season.
Maybe. All right. Anyways, all right. So you guys are sort of approaching across this open plain towards the ruins of a fort. You can clearly see this occupied, and you've got a dinosaur. So what's the?
I forget. They saw us, right, Kev?
I mean, we're on a dinosaur.
As you feel pretty exposed out here. You're not sure that they've seen you yet. You're still quite a ways away, but yeah, it's not impossible that you have been spotted at this point.
Can we go around?
My impression was that there wasn't any angle that was going to be better, that this was kind of out in the middle of the swamps, but I don't know whether that's accurate or whether that was just kind of...
Right. So I believe 11-7 is the spot with the fort.
So we kind of have to go through it.
Well, I mean, there's ways around, right? Obviously.
The
Yeah, but there's
battlefield-
like no cover, really.
Yeah.
Right, like that. I guess that's the question. Is there any approach to it that's going to have cover? And if the answer is no, then that kind of conditions are...
It's possible from the other side. So the swamp itself that the fort is in is a little bit more covered than the sort of like, open marsh that you're on, but not by much.
So we're in 10-8, about to enter 11-7, or we're in 11-7?
I just want to make sure I'm talking about the right hex here, so I'm opening up mine.
And the battlefield is up at like 12-5 or something like that?
I think the hill is the battlefield. The ruins are the battlefield.
I don't think it's completely clear to you guys where exactly the battlefield is.
Can you put
What's
like
the
little
thing
marks
in
on the map?
14.9?
14.9, there's a tower.
Across
What was the
map.
question?
So can you put a mark on the hex that has a battlefield?
I don't think you guys know exactly where the battlefield is.
It was up by the mushrooms.
No. Okay, so
I thought we knew exactly where it was. There's like 2 or 3 tiles that you said were like the battlefield.
all right. So yeah, 11-7 has a ruined fort. There is another set of ruins you can see in the distance, and on 12-5, and you can see something large and metallic sticking up into the air out of the forest in 11-1 to the north.
Is that the spaceship thing that we were told about? I'm not asking you. I'm asking the rest of them.
I think so. That was our assumption.
I think we're headed for 12-5 then, right? That was the plan.
Well, yeah, I think they were in that area.
I guess I had thought that the ruins were the site of the battle, but I could be wrong about that. I thought that
Yeah.
was
So
what the old dude had said.
Are there like metallic corpses around?
on 11-7.
where we are now.
So you definitely see, like, it's clear that there's like smoke rising from it. Yep. You're not sure if that constitutes that it is the battlefield.
So what do we want to do? Do we want to like try to get into this fort, or say screw it?
I mean, it's clearly occupied, right? So that's like a big purposeful step towards a specific encounter if we decide to go in there. Like,
But yeah, I mean, there's no doubt we would have to. Going in there would probably mean a fight. The question is whether we want to see what's in there.
It's too bad I don't have my Cypher anymore. I could just float on up to the nearest window. Slowly,
like a whale.
Yeah, very whale-like.
I guess it depends a little bit on whether there's any reason to be at 11.5. If there's not a reason to be there, then it's a pretty difficult position to just assault. But if there are like left remains and stuff that we're supposed to collect from there, then I don't see how we get around going there.
Why are we collecting this stuff anyway? What was like the end product?
The big metal man has information for us, or something.
We're doing a favor for Halgor?
Klondike Bar. Yeah, that one.
And if we collect some like cyborg bodies from the site of this recent battle, so they can, I don't know, eat, then tells us.
Huh. Well, I mean, like, I don't remember. I specifically remember Kevin didn't want to tell us how big these hexes were, but is it
I feel like
maybe
I don't know, like a mile, 2 miles.
sure? Is it maybe worth it to go up to 12.5 first and see if there's something a little less dangerous to check out, and then we can, because we got to come back down this way anyway, right? Like,
I'm down.
we can always check out the tower later.
Yeah, if there's nothing up in 12.5, then we'll launch some kind of assault on this.
All right. Yeah. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So you guys are headed north. All right.
I guess also, like, the problem is if there's a tower here, like, they're gonna be able to, not only would have seen us, but they're gonna be able to just like watch us the whole way, probably, right?
In 419 or 14.9?
No, I think he's thinking of 11.5, 11.7.
11.7. Yeah.
Well,
I'm saying getting from here to 12.5, I don't think they would have a hard time watching us all the way from like 11.7 or most of the way. So I'm just pointing that out.
If they want to do something about it, they can come out here and fight us. Better than us trying to assault their fortress.
Agreed.
When we come back down here from 12.5 with like 8 new ciphers and we blow them up, like, that'll have been their fault.
Nick, identify my cipher.
What?
Identify my cipher.
Why can't you identify your cipher?
Aren't you like real good at it?
It's only difficulty 1 or 2.
Mine was 4.
No, we
figured out that
there's no such thing as
wrong, apparently.
Yeah, it's either 1 or 2 to identify the cipher.
And if you know anything at all about it, it should be automatic. It's only if you fail that, if you want to use an unidentified one, then it's difficult to level.
I got you.
Or if you don't have time to identify it.
Yeah, I guess. I want to just pop the amphetamine.
Find some kind of mystical grenade, and you're like, well, we're fucking throwing this. I'm not going to sit around and look at it for a while.
I'll gladly attempt to identify a cipher, but I don't think I have any skills that make me particularly good at that, unless it's like a cipher about sensing people's emotions.
Mostly, I think the thing that Nick is useful for is that he has extra cipher carrying room.
So can I identify
It's like
my
a cipher camel.
He is a cipher camel.
Sure.
I am becoming a cipher camel, although I don't have any on me, so that's a problem right now.
Wait, you don't have any camels, or don't have any ciphers on you?
I mean, technically, I don't really have either, but
It's an important distinction.
I mean, if you see camels, let me know.
All right, all right. I mean, listen, we found fucking dinosaurs. I think camels are a distinct possibility.
All right, Alex. Give me a difficulty 2 intelligence check to identify the cipher. So I mean, you're pulling it out on what, like tasting it, or?
Well, I mean, I know that it was involved. It had involvement with like, because I crept close and like studied the fruit, right? Like that,
Okay.
the pulp and the mosquitoes and all that were there. So I mean, in this case, I will do as the bugs did, and just lick it a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little.
Where's my
Lick.
roll 20?
By the way, while you roll that, have we refreshed anything in the like 3-4 sessions that have happened?
What do you?
I don't
Oh,
remember how it works in the Cypher system. If there's a resting
All right.
or whatever.
you use your recovery rolls, I think, and then I don't know when they reset.
Kevin, I have a special ability that allows me to reroll once per session.
Sure.
So, seeing as I don't think I'll get another one, here it comes.
Oh, why would you say that out loud, though?
That's way better.
Oh, holy Nikes.
Reversal of force.
What a
of
turnaround.
fortunes.
So what's the thing for identifying a cipher?
Yeah.
So I will let you choose here, actually, what the thing is going to be. This can either be, you can gain an asset on all dinosaur-related tasks for 1 hour, or you can gain an asset on speed defense for 1 hour.
I'll take speed defense.
Come
That's a
on,
terrible choice.
dinosaur-related tasks.
I mean, we already have the dinosaur task fruit, so like if we need
Also-
it,
Oh, you have another dinosaur task fruit?
Everything we do is a dinosaur-related task.
I mean, I think didn't you say that the black and green fruit that we got from the that we
Let me
murdered is a
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was the answer. So
All right. So it's either speed defense or initiative for 1 hour.
okay.
That's not on
I'll take speed defense.
Cool. Cool. All right. And yeah. So right. So you determine that you could either eat the skin of this fruit. I guess you would be able to eat both. This is not a good distinction. Anyways, whatever. This is a fruit that will make you faster. You roll against the fruit,
That's
and you succeed this time. You come out on top through great difficulty.
Wait,
Yeah.
so I get speed defense for an hour, and now I know that eating it will even give me even more speed.
no,
No,
using it
if
will
you
give
eat it,
you
you will
speed
get
defense
the
for an
speed
hour.
defense for
You
1
get
hour.
nothing right now.
Oh, I
I mean,
thought
you get
that
the
was
satisfaction of
Just-
identifying the fruit, I guess.
What you got for your great success was you got to choose what kind of cipher
Yeah.
it was, essentially.
got it.
Yep.
Got it.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So what are you guys doing? By the way, what do you? I mean, I assume you guys have stopped in the middle of the marsh and are trying to decide what to do. Is someone on the lookout? Is someone what's your guys?
I'm busy tasting this fruit.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
Tony's
I guess
up on the side eating some fruit.
I'll definitely be looking out for stuff, scanning the horizons.
All right. So give me a difficulty 3 intellect test, Oliver.
An intellect test. Okay, is this specifically about anything?
It's about perception.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what I'm asking because I am skilled in perception,
Great.
not just trained but skilled.
Okay, that
All right.
should bring it down to 1, right?
Yeah. So cool with that. I'm gonna roll that. What am I rolling? A d20. Roll 1. All right. Made it.
Barely. All right. All right. So you
last
notice.
time I failed a couple of difficulty 1 checks.
That's
so
true. That's true.
System.
All right. So you notice up in the sky there is a large set of wings kind of flapping around in what you would probably identify as some kind of search pattern or scouting type.
How large would I say it is based on how high up it seems to be?
Pretty hard to tell because if it was higher up, it would look smaller, and if it was closer down, it would look bigger.
Yeah, but fucking asshole.
Well,
He's not wrong.
No, but you can get a sense of how high up something is.
After a certain point, it becomes really difficult. It's pretty high.
All right.
It's either
Um,
really small or real high and real big, or
Okay.
somewhere in the middle.
I guess
No problem.
the only way that you could try to gauge that is by cloud involvement, right?
I was just gonna say, I guess it's such a perfectly clear day. There's not even like like the air is too clear.
I mean,
for you to
there
really
might be.
distance.
I have no idea whether there are clouds.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Wasn't
Doesn't
mentioned.
matter. It's All right.
It's not like colossal, but it could be pretty big, or it could be like a bird.
It's fine. I say, guys, we better hurry up.
That's for sure.
Let's get out of here then. Let's head north.
All right.
All right, so you guys are moving north to like 11.5?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, cool. All right. So Oliver, I will offer you intrusion,
Okay,
and that is that
I'll take it.
this sort of bird or flying dinosaur type figure begins to follow you as you head north.
Yeah, definitely, I'll take it.
All right.
You arrogant ass. Yelled us.
Also have to give a point to
I have
somebody.
to give an
gotta get an
XP
XP
away,
away.
right? Who's in need? I haven't been here for a while, so I don't know who's in need.
Kim.
I think I'm like terribly behind everybody next.
Mikarez, take that XP.
So now there's a giant dragon following us.
All right, yeah. Well, I
Now
mean,
also-
once I see that it's like that, it seems to still be shadowing us. I'll point it out to my mates here. Say, we're being watched not only from the tower but perhaps from above. We'd best find cover as soon as we can.
Is that even like a remotely a possibility? I thought we're in like the grasslands.
Very much.
Yeah.
By the way,
So,
you guys
yeah.
notice that you are pretty close to what seemed to be like a series of cairns to the west
Where
Barrows, if you will.
in 9.7. Yeah.
9-7.
But
Okay.
Barrows, yeah.
There is a difference, right? All right, it doesn't matter.
I'm not sure that there is.
We might be a square or rectangle type of situation.
Yeah, okay, it's fine.
I don't know.
Anyway, so
Either.
I guess we can go check those out, or we can just continue our progress and make a note to ourselves.
Yeah, I would say we're kind of like on a mission, so to speak. Maybe we should stick with that and not get sidetracked just now.
That sounds reasonable.
No, but I think if we're trying to take like defense against this thing that's obviously following us,
You think it's good to know that it's there?
yeah, like just to we like run in there and there's like a giant bear dinosaur.
What?
What?
What are we? What?
What? What just happened? A bear dinosaur? For
And
some
where are
reason?
we running into?
He said caverns, right?
No, Cairns.
Oh,
Oh.
I see. Good thing Aaron picked up on that, because I was like, Alex is
Yeah.
definitely having a stroke.
All of us, one at a time, stroking out.
You guys don't smell toast?
Yeah.
Who's making toast around here? You know?
Everybody.
Never Never mind then.
Yeah. Cairns, not caverns.
Yeah.
I don't.
Cool.
I mean, we can grave rob at some point, but like, let's
Yeah.
not rush
Straight.
into that.
Let's keep going. Then Nick's right. We're on a mission here.
I mean, once upon a time, we were all highly trained spies who knew how to carry out a task. Let's do it.
And
Were we
since
there?
then- Since then,
That
we were
doesn't
like-
sound right. I don't remember that.
I
By the way, is
mean,
Mika still on Nazi speed? Just check in real
I mean,
quick.
I don't know. It's going to be a while. I think maybe before the answer to that becomes that she is not on Nazi speed.
All right. I feel like we should check every time. Double,
You
make
see
sure.
that her Nazi speed indicator light is lit up.
Like way on. Yeah.
It's still like, yeah. Like that thing's probably going to burn out. That
All right.
shouldn't be that bright. All right.
all right, we continue on, sir.
Okay,
Joe.
cool. So you guys continue north to, I think this is 10-5 now. You notice that in 9-5 there's you see like clouds of steam rising from furrows in the earth. So it's sort of a rocky area. This yellow type area. It's sort of like a rocky badland, but you can see like clouds of steam and various pools.
And you said this was in which one?
In 9-5.
9-5. All right, and we're in 10-6.
Yep,
roughly. I think, yeah.
Got it.
All right. Anything you guys want to do?
Yeah, Kev, is that thing still following us?
Yep, it is.
I
I mean, it's like being somewhat inconspicuous in that it's like higher than you would probably notice. It's not very obvious because it's pretty high up, but it does seem to be like circling and like following.
Okay. I guess we keep going up to. Well, I don't know. Should we just hop right across to 11-5? I guess, guys.
Yeah, let's not get distracted by
Yep.
crazy phenomena.
All right, GM, we go to 11-5, if we may.
Okay, sure. All right. So you see ahead of you is the beginnings of this series of very tall mushrooms. They're sort of like orange and red with white spots, and below them, far below them, it seems like a brush of sort of like other what appear to be mushrooms and other like sort of fungi-looking type plants and things.
What do you mean far below them? Are we on an incline?
No, I mean that like these things are tree height, and there are like.
Oh, you just
bush
mean
height.
at like foot height. Okay, got it.
And by the way, as you guys, so this area is a bit raised. As you look sort of back, you can see that 12-7 also has a number of like columns of smoke rising from it and things like that.
12-7. Okay. Sure.
All right. Well, you guys are right next to the mushroom forest here. You're right next to the ruins. Where do you want to go?
So the mushroom forest starts in 11-4. That's what you're talking about.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
How do you guys feel about approaching 12-5 through the mushroom forest in 11-4?
I'd prefer not to go into the mushroom forest if we have a choice between doing that and not doing that.
So
All
if we're kind of close to the ruins, can we see anything more about them?
The other ruins?
The 12-5
Yeah,
ruins?
sure.
5 ruins.
Sure, absolutely. So they appear to be stone like the other ruins. They don't seem to be inhabited from what you can see. They appear to be some kind of structure that is mostly collapsed, what you can tell. A lot of it, like the central area, seems to be a large mound of stones and either large bricks or stones.
How much material are we talking about?
It's a sizable amount of material. So,
I mean, was there like a castle here, or was there like a house here? Like...
No. This is more like maybe like small ziggurat sized, like pretty substantial amount of material.
I say we just go to it. I don't know if there's a reason to circle around into. If there doesn't seem to be anything going on in the ruins.
Okay, so does anybody have any?
Yes,
laser guns. Yeah.
Let's see the best way to distribute this. There's 4 of you.
3 of you get
give
eaten
us
by
6
a giant
and we'll fight
dragon snake.
All right, Kim. So you're sort of walking through across the plain when you start to like get like a radio signal. Oh, this happened to you before. Fuck you. Goes to somebody else. Somebody else gets to have some fun. All right.
Wow,
It's
rough.
valid.
I was hoping for more Nazi meth.
Yeah.
My supply is run out. Now I'm
Mika's turned into a Nazi method.
starting to go into withdrawal.
It's gonna be a sharp decline there. That's gonna go down for a while.
What do you,
Like a
what do you
long
think the
while.
chances are that Kevin actually has like a brilliant master plan, and we're about to break through reality and see Kitty Kennedy standing on the streets of like
Zero.
Bangkok?
Zero. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
cut you off right there, Jim. There's no chance.
Damn.
Would that constitute a brilliant plan?
Yeah, I don't agree with that
Maybe.
either.
None of this
Alright.
is right.
All right, so Tony, you're kind of walking, across the plains when you start to hear something in your ear, and like at first it's like it's a little surprising to you, but you remember that you kind of have these subdermal mics
Oh,
from
yeah.
from way back, and you begin to pick up like radio signals.
Okay, yeah. I like turn my head. I'm like, hello?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Anybody else getting the signals? Hello?
Not sure what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. What signals?
Is it
Take out my cell phone and check. No. No
Yeah,
bars.
my smartphone with a little
No
extra
bars.
smart is getting nothing.
0 bars.
my communicator? I think I'm getting like a static or something.
Do you have any way of trying to hone in on whatever the message is? Clean up the
Do
static?
I?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah. Give me an intelligence check. I feel like it's always intelligence check, but seems
It's
to be.
kind of hard to make this a mic check.
Yeah,
Just
he's
kinda like, oh god, there, now it's clear.
could be one of those like if you bang on the machine until it works kind of thing. If you want?
What's the difficulty again?
This would be difficulty 4.
You really don't know how to work your radio, do you?
No,
It's
I mean
difficult.
I
It's
don't.
confusing.
So I'm just gonna bump it down by 1 because that's the best I can do. But I don't think I know. I don't think I literally have anything else. Most of my stuff is like physical. So, is that okay with everybody?
I mean, I just go for it and see what happens.
Okay.
You just need a 10.
No, 9 is fine.
Oh, that's right. You can meet it.
Never
Well,
mind.
Couldn't do it.
My head is
Alright.
closed.
All right. So you sort of like
you
walk
can re-roll
for
with an XP.
some time. You hear like you can barely make out some words. You think you can make out the word Agincourt, but then it kind of like fades away.
We're going that far back in time.
And I was hoping it was Nazis.
Yeah.
Well, also while we're walking, even though I can't make out exactly what is being said, I still kind of tell people like I'm definitely getting like a signal.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright,
what
so-
happens if we try and turn on our radios?
I mean, they don't really like go off.
Okay.
We're just not getting anything.
Okay.
So
Fair.
yeah, maybe it's some interference from the Kronos.
There we go.
All right. Cool. All right. So you guys are going to head towards where you're heading towards the ruins in the north. Is that right?
So where are the ruins in the north? Are they in 12.5?
They are.
That's what he said.
All right. I think that's what we're heading to then.
Okay.
North.
Sure. All right. So you come to the ruins. The ground here is still sort of marshy, but it's clearly littered with like like debris from a more that are human made at some point. They seem like pretty decayed. So there's like various stones that are pretty easy to find or trip over. And up ahead you can see this big mound of mostly, but basically it seems like a mound of building material at this point. To the north side, you can see what looks like part of some kind of structure still stands, but like barely like a first floor. And you can still see the creatures circling you overhead.
So you said one of them we can see like the first floor. That's like essentially the most intact thing here.
That you can tell, that you can see. Yeah.
Kev, can I take a guess as to like what it's, doing?
The creature.
Yeah.
Following you. I mean,
Yeah. But like, why?
sure, you can take a guess. What's your guess?
Can I understand its purpose?
I think he's asking
asking-
not can I
Kevin,
guess, but
can I roll
can my
some dice?
character
Can I
Can
roll
my
some dice
character
to figure out
get
Can I
what's
roll
going
some
on?
dice to figure this out? Yeah.
No.
No? Okay.
Can't get out of that easy. All right.
Yep. Okay.
I,
why don't we
I say
poke
we
around?
examine that tower. And I mean, there could be if that's the most intact thing, that's probably the most likely place we're going to find something at this moment, right? I mean, an indication of who built it, the type of materials, leftover signage, who knows? I say we
Okay.
go for it.
All right. So, so you sort of come closer to the tower, and you can see that the creature that was sort of following you has descended some distance behind you, and eventually goes out of sight.
You mean like it seems like it landed somewhere?
Yep.
What did it look like when it was coming down?
So it looked like a large, winged dinosaur with a rider on its back.
Dino Rider. Okay. Guys, the Dino Rider has landed. I don't know. Let's check this out, but also maybe take up like some slightly less conspicuous positions if we can in the near future and see if anybody comes.
Well, those ideas seem to overlap, right? If we're going to look inside of the.
Well, I mean, roughly how far away would I have guessed that it landed?
Pretty far back, probably at least in the last hex, like a couple of miles.
So, like,
or...
if we were walking the distance, it would take us a good 20 or 30 minutes or something.
Yeah, I would say at least, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess we have time to look at the tower.
Yeah. So I mean, a tower's really the wrong word. It's just like the most structure that there is here. Also, as you approach this this mound, you can see that there are kind of like what look like paths leading towards it, and like holes in the side of it that that the paths lead to. As you approach the tower, you could hear like a strange noise coming from it, kind of like a motor or something percussive, yeah. It's just basically a couple of walls. It's like not really a tower. It's a tower compared to like the fact that it is the most standing thing here, which is very little.
Do you guys? I mean, we've got the like fan out and approach by other directions thing, or the stick together safety in numbers thing. You guys.
Safety in numbers, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, we have a dinosaur with like laser guns on it.
Yeah,
that's true.
If something happens, I think probably want to be somewhere where the dinosaur laser gun turret can cover us.
All right, fine. I guess we approach as a group to like the nearest path that we see leading towards this X structure.
A large structure?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. So you can see that there are these sort of like worn paths in the ground that lead up through the rubble, like walking on the rubble for a bit before it reaches just like a round sort of hole that leads directly into the mound.
Do the paths look recently worn?
They look worn over time. They don't look like they're not like trampled grass. They're like worn away grass.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so you sort of step up near the entrance, and you can see on the ground in front of the entrance, amongst the rubble, is a desiccated corpse.
What kind of corpse is it?
Um,
If we approach and examine.
Yeah, so it appears mostly humanoid. As you inspect it, though, it's sort of strange because the hair that would be on the top of the corpse is actually just a series of like downy feathers.
Okay. Do any of the things that we've seen, including that, didn't we see a corpse way back in the beginning when we met this dinosaur in the first place, or a different
Sure.
dinosaur? Is this comparable in any way?
Yeah. So as you look at the accoutrement of this corpse, you can tell that a lot of it is pretty primitive in its manufacture. There's like animal skins, and he's wearing like a wrap. But you also can see some pieces of like pretty significant technology. On the around the head, you see what looks like some earbuds and a microphone, and there's like got like a metal belt buckle.
How long does it seem like it's been here, roughly, and can I tell how it died?
Yeah, so it's clearly like trying to like crawl out of this hole in the
mound.
The mound, yeah. And I will offer you an intrusion.
Raining could.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, let it rain. I take
All right,
the
so
intrusion.
take your XP.
All right, I will, and I'll give another one to Mika Reyes.
All right.
Who's apparently very.
So
behind.
as you're sort of standing there inspecting this desiccated corpse, you kind of like roll it over, and you can see that the front is just clawed across in these big jagged claw marks, and the throat has been like torn out. And at just that moment, the mouth of the cave, like the air like pressure changes, and you can feel like air rush out, and you hear this howl come from the depths of this mound.
Alex,
is it the
it's your
dinosaur
bear? It's happening.
Told you guys.
It's happening.
It's like a bear, but worse because it's a dinosaur. So.
All right, so Oliver, as the person standing in front, you're going to have to make an intelligence check here to maintain your composure, or be.
Oh, to maintain my composure.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. That sounds good. How do you feel about my ability to assess danger here as kind of giving me a sixth sense warning when I hear like the rush of noise and feel the wind shift, that I kind of like instinctively dodge out of the way, or I don't know, however you want to put this.
Like, maintaining your composure is directly related to how you assess danger.
Yeah, I'll have to give you an asset on that because this seems
so to clarify, I am skilled at assessing danger.
Okay.
If you choose to give me 2.
Sure. I mean, that's how it works, right?
All right. Yeah, I think so. All right, let's see. All right, that's a 9. That's good.
Okay. All right, sure, makes sense. All right, so you are not shaken by this.
No, I mean, I had that brief moment of looking at this thing to realize, like, shit, we might be in danger, and so when it came, I was already like a bit prepared.
Shit. Yep, we're definitely in danger. All
right.
right.
Fuck, we might be in. Oh, yeah.
Wrap it up, boys.
Yep, we're about to die.
Let's go get eaten by that flying dinosaur instead of this dinosaur bear.
Maybe we can pit them against each other.
Nice. I like it.
So, by the way, Oliver,
Yeah.
Everybody else has kind of shown what their thing is, and Oliver has not yet, which is a little weird. So at some point, we're just going to have to out it.
To be fair,
we're going to move on to the next world.
To be fair, I haven't been here for 2 of the 4 sessions we've had in this world. And
yeah, but I think Tony hasn't been here for 2 out of the 4 sessions, and like he's done plenty of hunting, like literally anything that he sees.
So I mean, I tried to incorporate it into the first one, but it didn't go so well in the second one. In the third one, I guess technically, because we were
just gonna wait
mostly just doing a lot of talking.
Another portal and go into like another world. Just skip over this foci.
All right, so why don't you try to see through dimensions for a moment here? Like, tell us what this dinosaur bear is.
Whatever that means.
It's terrifying.
What does it look like in the spirit realm?
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's quite how it works. I guess.
I don't know how it works, honestly.
I to be completely honest, I haven't read it since like 4 weeks ago. If you give me like 2 minutes, I'll get.
Okay, that's fine. That's
while
fine.
you talk about something else.
All right. So let's say so the dinosaur is still following you guys, right?
Our dinosaur. Is somebody riding it? Is Aaron riding it?
Aaron's right.
Yeah, I'm writing it.
All right. So like, is this creature like, the creature seems uneasy, right? Like it's still following your commands because you've never seen it do anything else, but it's, you can tell through the link that it is like very anxious about being here.
All right. I mean, we'll start to like back down this mound.
Okay. You're gonna go back down the side and.
I mean, I assume that whatever is inside of the thing is going to come out of the thing
and devour at least one of you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna wait until it gets out there and like eats Oliver, and while it's busy, unhooking its jaw is when we'll give it the cannons.
Okay, got it. You wanna ready an action triggering upon the unhooking of a jaw.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, that's fine. I will offer you an intrusion.
Moi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is that you see or you feel that the power source connected to the brain cage is beginning to falter.
All right. So like I'm
real.
potentially losing control of the dinosaur, or
Potentially, if you want to accept this intrusion.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Yeah. So you see, like a spark come out of the side of it, and like the crystal kind of like dims for a second before it goes back on. And while it does, the creature like turns its head like rapidly towards you, and you can see its eyes kind of like widen before they like slowly come back down to normal as the crystal pulses back into.
So we're gonna need the Dino Bear, the dinosaur, and the Dino Rider to all duke it out while we just run away.
No, it's all right. I eat a dino fruit.
Okay, great. You
what
an
is
asset
dino
of all
fruit?
dinosaur-related tasks.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and by the way, you can give out an XP. I believe.
Yeah, I was. I guess Mika, are you caught up yet? You've already got 2 this session. Where are you at now?
He's like 8
You know,
Yeah,
you guys just like Bernie Madoff in you guys right now.
That's
I'm
kind of what I assume.
Well, probably
Apparently, everybody's like a
behind
whole
if Tony
tier
hasn't
ahead of
been
me.
here either.
So
If
So
Tony
wait, are
hasn't
you-
been here? Tony could be behind as well.
You're tier 2.
no, I'm tier 3, but everybody's on like the verge of tier 4, and I'm like barely into.
I'm like 1 XP away from tier 4.
I'm
2 XP away from tier 4.
All right, I'll give it to Mika since she's gulling us. Might as well all get fucking.
What do you need? You need
Bernie
you
Madoff.
need to spend 16 total to go up another tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like 3 or 4 XP from tier 4. So
Yeah,
don't
all of
worry,
us are.
you're
For
not-
some reason, Kim was like 8 away or 9 away or something like that.
I think I missed a bunch of.
Kevin, I'm gonna eat my fruit in case runs any
All
dinosaurs.
right. Great.
Everybody just popping dino fruit right now.
Kim, pop
Yeah.
your.
All the kids are doing it.
pills.
No, what? Mine's
All
like
right, so
talking about
I
forgetting.
looked at my thing, and I remember why I was having such trouble, kind of like, just like starting to insinuate stuff. So if at any point you want me to just like tell you what it is, I can.
I mean, I know what it is.
Okay,
Wait, what is?
my
It's
like
foci.
my new
Okay.
thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that you didn't know what it was.
We looked it up, and now we
No,
did.
no, he's saying he thought you said you didn't know what it was.
That's a little confusing.
All right, let's just let it go. We're not doing anything worthwhile at the moment. Okay, so some fruit has been eaten. A crystal is blinking, and something is roaring.
That's right.
Was
Does that
I mean-
sound like an aggressive roar? Is it coming for us?
No, it comes from somewhere like obviously deep within the mound, but it is quite disturbing. Also, Tony, you can hear the as you near the entrance to the mound, you can hear the radio signal once again.
Really?
Can we can any of us just magically sense anything interesting coming from this mound?
How would that happen?
How would that possibly happen, Nick? There's literally
do I happen to see like an almost imperceptible shimmer in the air that just out of sheer innate experience, I realize means that there's like actual electricity and radio waves here that are going. I believe Tony because I see it. I think
Kevin freeze?
froze. I think he did.
Yeah.
What a fucking Kevin face!
It was
I could see Kevin sitting there smiling like this for like 5 minutes. I could see him like waiting in anticipation, like
This is
100% believable. But
this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to a break.
All right, let's do it.
Sorry about that. You guys had a restful break and are ready. All right.
I'm Nick.
why don't we sound check real quick? All right, I think sounds like Kev's good.
Okay. All right. So, Nick, you were asking me a question about shimmering or something.
I was, but I wanted Kim and Alex to participate in that question so we could sound check them.
Oh,
I think we're good. I guess the only one maybe is Kim. I don't know that I heard Kim.
Okay. Kim's so important.
Sorry, I realized I had the stream going, so I just have to fix that so I didn't have crazy cycling echo thing going on. Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Yeah,
I mean, we
good.
can hear you.
We're good.
Okay, so we're just gonna back that up 5 seconds, actually. So, you said that Tony heard more of the radio signal. Correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So actually, as that happens, Oliver's looking around, trying to figure out, what enemy's coming from where, because this bear's here. And he sort of stops for a second because as Tony hears this, Oliver feels like he doesn't quite hear something, but he feels like there's something there in front of him that isn't what's in front of him. Like there's some kind of, whether you want to call it a shimmering or like a break in what he's seeing, like the stuff that's right in front of him, this dinosaur bear and his friends are kind of like, he feels like he's looking at them through a pond, and there's something else there that like crackles through his sight at the same time.
Sure.
Like that sound, whatever that is.
All right. Yeah. So that's true. Yeah, you do see. So this entire area, now that you like kind of are paying attention, definitely seems like a bit distorted to you, like in a way that's hard to pin down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Tony, you hear the
communication.
The communication coming through again, and you hear you hear like Agent Agincourt, come in, and then like it like kind of like fades out again.
Which one of us was Agincourt? Was that Tony? Does anyone remember? I was Napoleon or something. Bonaparte. I don't know if I can.
There's always a chance it was Gianluigi della Costenta.
Oh no. Rip.
I honestly don't remember. I'm pretty sure this was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, hold on.
Almost exactly 3 years.
I have notes. Hold on.
Agincourt, oh my god.
Anyway, the signal seems to be strongest near the entrance to the mound.
So wait, but what about this bear?
What about it? You tell me.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I feel like we're glazing over it a little bit.
Oh, are we getting glazed bear? That sounds delicious.
Well, I mean, you got powers and shit, man.
And shit,
Just
man.
see right through it.
Oh, Agincourt is the one that gave us the earpieces.
Oh, is he the
Oh, he was like our handler.
dude?
Yeah, he's like our yeah.
All right.
So yeah. No, my call signs and
Was he the guy who once had us like bungee jump out of a plane into freezing water or something like that? Is that what happened?
That sounds. I mean, I don't know why you'd bungee jump out of a plane. That sounds terrible.
That's not what I meant.
Really bad plan.
That's definitely not what I meant.
In fact, you should never bungee jump out of a plane under any
No,
circumstances. I'm fairly sure.
No.
I'm
The
pretty
bungee
sure.
jumping is Waterloo. He was the pilot. He
Wait,
lived in
no,
it.
no, you're glossing over the fact that that there's no pilot bungee jumping. That's
Yeah.
That's not right.
I take back the bungee jumping thing.
Like, I
Base
don't see how
jumping?
you can survive if you bungee jump out of a plane. Maybe if you climb back up the bungee cord, I guess, is your only angle for survival. That's what I'm thinking. That's what
Well,
I got right now.
And like, how close you get to coming back up? Because like the plane's right. Like, there's a whole lot of
Right.
physics there that's terrifying.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to do this. This is a bad idea, Nick.
It's just
Although-
it's just a lot like windsurfing, but like
No,
How
it's
I-
definitely.
I really kind of wanted to like the MythBusters to do this with one of their like crash test dummies because I want to know what happens to a human body if you bungee jump out of a
jumped
plane.
out of a plane. We'll start
Anyway.
small. We'll start with like a single engine, just a couple thousand feet up.
This guy's reaching out to Agent Agincourt. Whatever.
It sounded like that. Yeah, it was.
Or it could have been
Agincourt.
distorted, and he could have said, "Come in. This is Agent Agincourt." Like we're not. I guess we're not 100% sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure.
All right. So,
I respond. I mean, I'm not sure whatever I have to do to respond, or I can just like talk right into it. But I say,
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, right.
hello, can you hear us?
Okay, yeah. So you're trying to raise him on the a response. You're still getting a lot of static, and it's hard to make out. Yeah. So you guys see Tony like I don't know, like talking into his earpiece.
Yeah, but as Tony talks into his earpiece, he starts kind of like he's like color changing for me. He's like fading away a little bit, but getting like brighter, like more like blurred neon colors.
I say, if you can hear me, this is the Antietam unit.
Okay.
Listen, Mister. I took notes 3 years ago. Stop whipping out all this jargon. None of us know what you're talking about.
I say, wait, who are you in contact with?
I have no idea. Somebody just used Agent Court's call signal. So I'm
And you
trying
just
to,
assume that it's okay to talk to them?
yeah, I mean, if they know about his, his call signal. Plus, that was like forever ago, right?
Well, for all we know, that's like 100 years ago. I mean, we could have been time hopping like crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, and so now we're trying.
Like, Mika
All right,
will
so what do you
like
guys
what, Mika will quickly like fumble out her like satellite phone, checking to see whether there's any signal, and I guess quickly be disappointed that it doesn't seem to work for her.
Yeah, like as you pull it out, like it kind of like slides into like several pieces and like clearly not operable in peak capacity.
Say, well, you got to be, you must be the only one who can get contact. Try to figure out where, if they have any idea where we are, how to go back.
Yeah, just keep whatever that sound is off me.
You mean the bear?
Barosaur?
The bears? We can do better than that. But not right now.
Terrifying.
Why don't we
Either
wait till we see
a
it to name it?
Sinosaurus?
An Orsosaur?
An
Ursosaur?
Ursinosaurus?
Where's the source?
Yeah, again, why don't we wait until we see it before we name it?
Like, whatever. If some bear comes at us, like, Mika will cut it to little pieces.
All right. Oh, and then we can
Them's fighting
barbecue it
words.
up. And
That sounds like it's asking for a GM intervention. If a huge bear comes at me, if
Yeah.
Right?
two huge
I don't
bears
see
come
it
at you. You didn't see it coming.
Dear guys, sorry.
It's too obvious.
Don't worry.
All right. Yeah. So I guess this all kind of happened pretty quickly. So Oliver, even though he steeled himself against the danger, he's getting a little confused by what he's seeing, but he like kind of deftly takes a step away from that corpse, and and backs off the hole and like draw. I did we get back laser pistols when they let us leave? I don't remember.
Yeah, you guys have laser rifles or laser axes.
Oh
or
no, I got the thing that
laser
was
rifle.
the combo. I got the combo thing. Yeah, so
You
I
got the
like
combination platter.
I take out the combo and like the edge of the blade gleams as I charge the barrel by like cocking it.
Yeah,
What?
That trailed off. All right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright,
I'm like,
so-
and it gleams sharply.
All right, so Tony's standing by the entrance to this mound. Where's Mika? Like next to him, like talking to him.
Yeah. I
All
guess so.
William, you're feeling some interference in your ability to control the dinosaur. Like like it's at like 90% right now. When like before it was like always 100, and like before it dipped to like 40%. But like you're hovering around like 90% right now. You also see a group of figures emerging from the mushroom forest to the north.
What do they look like?
So they seem they're sort of there's a variety to their gaits. Some of them are sort of like large and like like misshapen, like one shoulder higher than the other. Others are like smaller and seem to like maybe they have like backwards knees or something. They seem to be dressed in like somewhat primitive clothing, but they also seem to be armed with like weaponry. And
How
they're
many?
you can see about 10, but they're sort of like moving sort of stealthily from the forest, like cover to cover, kind of a thing. Like in your general direction, not like directly towards you.
But so it's
Feels
obviously
like the battle of the 5 armies. We should go inside the mound and like find the heart of
It's really just
ruins.
hunker down and wait for them to fight each other.
Let's get our ring of invisibility out.
I do have a
Wait for the
ring.
double.
I don't know if it makes us invisible, but probably not.
All right, so what's it gonna be? Turd burgers.
I'm yelling into like my own comm. I'm like oblivious to
So
what's
you
going on.
can hear that the signal is steadily growing weaker. Like even the static that you're getting.
Is there any way to enhance it? Enhance.
You might go
Say
in.
it
You might go into the mound.
We have to boost the signal.
Tony, I think you need to get into the mound. That's where it's coming from.
Choices.
No.
Can my-
I go right
Can
in.
my dinosaur fit inside the mound?
No, not from this entrance at least.
Then I'm not fucking going in the mound. So the rest of y'all fuckers can do whatever you want.
Well, let's just make the mound entrance bigger, or find
Sure.
a bigger one. I just feel like there's a shit storm coming down on us, and we need the most defensible position possible.
Shit storms are blowing.
I mean,
The forecast calls for shit.
Shit. And lots
What's it gonna
of
be,
it.
guys? What's the call?
I go right in. I go right in. There's no.
All right.
I start looking.
All right.
for,
I'll
like-
I'll stay at the entrance with William and the dinosaur.
That's like a fucking
Man.
children's book. Dinosaur.
William and the dinosaur.
All right. Okay, so Mika is going to stand outside. Tony like slips inside, and Oliver.
I said I want to look for other entrances, or like I guess this is
Oliver
pretty
leaves.
large circumference.
Oliver's like,
but,
this is fucking bad news
there's
bears.
gotta be
I'm
a
out of
better
here.
Escapes to another dimension.
So how would you? I mean, it's not going to be very easy to find this entrance. The only reason the only reason you found this one, it kind of like,
the paths.
the path, right? It would be difficult to spot without the path.
Are there any other paths that I can run to, like any wider paths that look like maybe like more beasts of burden traveled them at one point, and there's a larger entrance ahead?
Give me a perception check. The difficulty 5.
All right, I'm gonna lower that to a
Right.
3 because of how good I am at perceiving shit.
Okay.
So
Um,
fucking perceptive.
I am pretty perceptive. Really think anything else is gonna help me there, so I'm gonna lower that down to a 2 with my intellect.
All right.
Mighty intellect.
So sorry, let me roll this. So it's down to a 2, so I need a 6. Nope, man, I don't know if I've rolled above a 10 in the last few sessions.
Yeah, it's been rough. It's
Oh, I
been
heard
rough.
you've been
Just-
rolling like real poor.
It's been very bad, very very bad. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't think I hit a 4.
All right. Nope.
All right.
Is there anything I can do to enhance the signal, Kev?
So as you head inside, the signal starts to get a little clearer. You can tell that it's like the signal itself is like degrading over time. But as you move in, it gets stronger. You know, you're getting
Is
closer
there-
to the source.
Is there any like any indication that whoever's on the other side can hear me?
Yeah. So the bits of static that you hear like sound excited. They seem to be like trying to communicate. You hear like him saying like, what's your location, or like or various other things. But it's
A
difficult
mound.
to like. You're right.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaur World. Dinosaur World Prime. Prepare yourself.
All right. Right. And so as you step in, you can see there's 2 more desiccated bodies, much more torn up than the first, out right inside the hole, and also the passageway splits into 3, and you can see like long claw marks along the wall.
All of them, or just one of the walls?
Just, like one of them.
There you go. Just avoid that shit. Fucking easy.
So is it going to be Tony?
Tony is gonna like ignore the like. I think I'd be more focused on
Okay.
on like trying to get the signal. I mean, it's the first time in a long time that we like heard this. So I think
Guys,
Tony's
remember when
just-
Tony Zacapa was here before he got killed by the bear?
I remember that.
That was
Good
great.
times.
That guy was solid.
He was a little judgy, but like
He was a
good
little
guy at the end of
judgy.
the day.
But you know what? He kind of grew out of that.
Yeah.
Kinda grew
Yeah.
out of that.
He really became like a hunter.
I think he was a really bad gambler though, but I don't remember.
There's another bear.
That was a different bear. Another bear. An
All right.
older, blinder bear.
Okay. All right. Woo!
Deep dive.
Deep
Throwback.
dive. All right. Yeah. So Tony, I guess you're just sprinting down the corridor here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really take many precautions, right? Like Tony is like pretty excited because I guess a part of me is sort of, I don't want to say given up on going home, but like knew it wasn't going to be easy. So like hearing this way earlier than I thought it was going to, I'm just gonna sort of do like a. I mean, if there's like a giant dinosaur in front of me, I'm not gonna like run into it and like be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there." But
Oops, I was on the phone. Studies have shown that when you're on the
excuse
phone,
me,
the dangers around you,
so rude.
like
All right.
Ursasaurs.
All right, so we will zoom away from Tony like running down the hallway as you guys outside hear another one of these like otherworldly calls erupt from the inside the mound, and then from a slightly different direction you hear another call answer it,
Of the same ilk.
of the same ilk, but obviously a slightly different voice.
And what direction is the different direction? Like also in
Like
the mound?
further, yeah, also in the mound. Yeah.
All right. That sounds like a Tony problem. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
ignore it.
Guys, good. All right. Tony has now secured the mound for us. Whatever's in
Yeah.
there is going to deal with him,
Mound
and he'll deal with it.
secure.
Yeah.
Let's deal with the 5 armies collapsing on us. So we've got some sneaky guys from the north, Dino Pilot from the south, and I guess our dinosaur,
theme
or
song?
him or herself, is starting to freak out.
My dinosaur's fine. You fucking keep my dinosaur's name out your mouth.
What is,
I don't think I
what
said
is it?
its name.
Yeah,
What is its name, by
that's
the way?
fucking
Did
right.
we name it?
Does it? have a
Oh,
name?
it's got a name. But you
And?
fuckers don't know.
All
Is
right.
it the Leatherback?
It's little William.
No.
Good God, no.
It's the fucking it's the
The
Yitzbith.
Yitzbin. It's the Yitzbin. It's the Yitzbin 2. The Yitzbin 2.
Weeks and weeks of jokes.
Just one.
All right.
All right. So,
pilot. God damn it! Not again.
all right. So, so what is Mika so what is Oliver doing? Is Oliver like plunging headfirst into certain death here as well, or?
Well, no, I mean, so I guess I was scrambling around looking for another entrance. At the same time that I realize I can't find it, I hear these like cries from inside, and I kind of rush back and I say, Tony might be in trouble.
That's one-liner, asshole.
What?
That was like one-liner moment, and you just said Tony might be in trouble.
Well, Oliver's
the
a bit of an
spotlight came upon you, and you just
Wait, so you came out
pulled it, like,
to
to the side.
you came out to the
So,
entrance to
Oliver's
tell
a bit
us
of an
that?
understater.
No, he
I-
wasn't even inside. He was just wandering around the fucking mound like some kind of like vagrant.
Oh, you're just talking to the walls. Okay.
I was trying to find us a better way in than like the literal entrance that a horrific dino bear noise came out of. But
Yeah.
at this
two
point,
horrific dino bear
well, right.
noises.
And yeah, at this point there have been two. I said Tony may be in trouble. I suggest we stick together unless we want to face what's coming out here, as well as leave Tony to face what's in there alone.
So I'm confused. I've made it quite clear that without the dinosaur, I'm not going into the mound. So are you suggesting that we stay here and stick together so that we can fight whatever has recently eaten Tony Zacapa? Or do you have a different plan?
I'm right here, guys.
Shh.
Send him in the bear's
Talking
mouth.
like that.
We can't hear that
Um,
from inside the bear.
Yeah, exactly. I say, William, I thought perhaps Tony's danger might make you reconsider
No.
the dinosaur.
No.
But
No.
Nope.
No.
I say,
all right.
William, if you think you'll be okay here, I'll go see what happened to Tony.
I suspect that, yes, between the dinosaur with the laser axes taped to its tail and the two gigantic laser cannons and the rotating laser turret and these two laser pistols that I have, I think we'll be all right out here.
All right. I say,
Let's
then,
go after Tony.
then
Then.
let's go find Tony.
All right.
All
I'll
right,
guard
so
the
you
door
guys,
behind you.
All right. Flash forward to an hour later. The three of us walk out and find William's body in like pieces all over the place.
Yeah.
then
I've
the-
been killed by the dinosaur.
Yeah, exactly. but his two hands are each still clutching a laser pistol.
And one of his
Do this
feet,
thing.
inexplicably, is also clutching a pistol. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys like charge in the front door and are immediately met with like these three separate passages, one of which has a long claw mark down the side. Also,
Tony! I shout.
all right, so reasonably you decide to split up.
So
Yeah,
one of
well,
you for each fucking passage.
But we can only decide to split up if we know which one Tony went down. Then we can take the other two.
Yeah, there you go.
But I know.
All right,
That's true.
Mika will kind of turn to Oliver and say, "Any idea which way?"
Yeah. Can I see any Tony tracks or recent like dirt marks in the ground?
Good thing you guys have a great hunter with you to, track this quarry.
Yeah. Who will hunt
no,
the
not
hunters?
Not really. It doesn't seem to be any tracks in the ground particularly.
There's no
Really good
indication
about.
whatsoever.
I'm
that
really
somebody
good
was
about
just recently
not
here.
leaving. I'm really good about not leaving
He's a
tracks.
master hunter. Leaves no
Super
tracks.
sneaky.
It's not particularly dusty in here. So as you look at the walls, you can see, curiously, that this is
I stare at the walls.
would
Intently.
you have? Do any of you guys have any like history type skills or anything like that, or academic?
What type skills?
history?
Government?
Academic history.
Nope.
I
Government.
don't really think so.
All right. Well, as you look at the walls, you can see that they are covered in like pictograms.
Do the walls does like the consistency or material of the walls make sense with us just running into like a mound in the ground?
No, not really. It's sort of like a lighter, sandy colored stone.
Does it look like normal stone to me? Me personally?
Yeah, more or less. More or less. It's not like, chocolate
No, but
Oh,
or
thank
something
God.
else that's not normal.
Unfortunately.
it might look
Tragic.
To eat our way through.
It might look different than the other stuff I've seen in this world so far, in this dimension.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to really fit with this world particularly. So as you step in, the sense that this entire area is a bit distorted grows deeper.
Yeah. I walk up to one of the walls, like kind of entranced, like ignoring Mika's question. I guess I'll retcon that to say I'm ignoring Mika's question of which way to go. And I just kind of like run my hand along them and see if anything in the pictograms, not like I speak hieroglyphics or whatever, but does anything look completely unnatural, like images of creatures that are unfamiliar to me and things like that?
No, so as you like run your fingers over them, they seem pretty familiar. They kind of look like they're like Egyptian or something. Like you're not an expert,
right? But I'm not like, oh my God, this is like total BS.
I mean, maybe.
Say,
right, so
come on, Oliver. You're supposed to see things, right? Which way did you go? Just pick one.
Yeah, I concentrate real hard and see if I can tell in which direction maybe Tony went. Just, oh my God. Tony, watch out.
No, I don't think so.
Say, all right, we'll have to split up.
I'm trying to take some.
You go down that scary
I'm
passage
trying to take some
with
creative license here while offering you the option to make me spend stuff.
What do you mean offering you the option? You tell me when you're spending stuff.
Yeah, but like,
do you have any ciphers?
There's no like rule for this exactly.
Which thing?
Huh?
What's your power again?
What are we talking about?
I'm trying to use my power to see if there's nothing specific in the power that would quite box to this. That's why I'm saying, like, if you think that it would in some way and that I could spend like intellect or something to do it.
I don't know what the power is.
Oh, so you said you knew what the power was. My power is.
You have several powers, though. Is my point.
Oh, well, I mean, like, essentially, I'm really good at finding hidden things and also seeing the path through space and time of stuff. So if you like conflate some of those ideas, if I can kind of get a sense of Tony's like, energy as he moves through the space time here,
detect his chi,
concentrate and think about stuff like that. But so I'm saying it's kind of it's not really.
All right, sure.
Really,
so,
one or the other of any of my powers.
Okay, so you're talking about this power, find the hidden.
Yeah. I mean, it's like sort of a mix between see the unseen and find the hidden.
All right, so sure. You can spend your 4 intellect points for find the hidden.
Sure.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna bump it down to 3 because I'm gonna make it a little worse, and I don't want to make you spend the full 4 points.
Fine.
So the time and space seem to be kind of wrapped in on each other here a little bit, like curved, a little messed up. So you think you know the direction, but you also think that the direction is like not constant.
Okay.
Well, that's no help at all. I say,
but I mean that's what I. That's
I say, look,
what's the direction I think?
You think the passage in the center with the long claw mark.
Okay,
my least favorite
say
one.
I say to make a Tony went this way.
You sure?
That's got a really bad one-liner.
I feel it. What did you say?
You've got really bad one-liners. You like
That wasn't
wind up for
really-
like one line of delivery, and then you say like a really mundane thing.
I'm
Tony
not.
went this way.
I mean, I'm not intending to wind up for one-liner delivery.
You're like
But-
Tony.
I said, no, I was just thinking about stuff. Tony went this way,
All right.
and he says,
sure.
"Are you sure?" Or she says, "Are you sure?" And I say, "Yes, I feel it in my bones."
All right. I say that'll have to do. We and Mika starts like running down the passageway.
All
Okay,
right.
cool.
As soon as Mika runs down the center, I slip off to the right.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Yeah.
Barbaric.
Nice.
So we'll cut
Brutal.
back to okay, it's got to be William. It's been a while since we came to William.
I mean,
Alright, so-
William's kind of standing guard, so if something happens, then that's great.
Yeah,
but if not,
so you can. So you just kind of like sitting there. I mean, these figures, you can see them sort of like picking their way, like just around the entrance.
yeah, I mean, I'm up by
Start
the entrance.
firing assholes.
I don't see why that would be necessary.
Why would not firing be necessary?
I mean, because so far they've just kind of traipsed around with backwards knees. Oh, look at that!
GM,
Look
watch
at
out,
speaking
GM,
of
watch out.
speaking of traipsing around with backwards knees.
Wait, I don't
Alright.
get that.
But
Yeah. So okay. So you're. I mean, you're going to start shooting, or are you just going to like maintain your position?
I'm just.
It seems like they're kind of like trying to flank you here a little bit.
I mean, there's a fucking hole in the ground, and like I don't really understand what the flanking thing is. Are they gonna come
You're
up?
sort of spreading out, cutting off angles of retreat.
I don't.
Make
There's
it
like
stop.
there's nowhere.
There's
There's nowhere to retreat to. Everyone else is in a hole with like
I mean, metaphorically, yes, but
2+. Like I don't know what bear dinosaurs, is that what we're going with at the moment? So William's not really planning on going anywhere. If these things want to approach from the gigantic bone laser axe side of the dinosaur, then like okay, it just doesn't. I'm not sure what flanking means in the in the context of this dinosaur.
I mean, the dinosaur has a flank. They come from that side.
They come out of the dinosaur. No, okay. So then I will offer you an intrusion, and that is that you hear a screech from overhead, and several laser blasts come from an unexpected angle.
Yeah, all right, sure.
All right.
Oh man, you should have just been like, nope, doesn't happen.
No, I mean, the real question is, since all of the other assholes are going to get eaten by something in there, can I keep both of the experience points for myself?
Yeah,
there's somebody
not.
here to give the experience to.
I think it's
That's
only
right.
fair.
It's just me.
It's just, and a dinosaur.
Give it to
And
the
again-
dinosaur.
I guess is Mika still like fucking playing catch up here? What's the situation?
I'm fine.
Fucking
You
Bernie
can,
Madoff in your ass.
All right,
Because
let's
like
give
tier
it.
5 and laughing his ass off at
Let's
us.
give it to Tony Zacapa because he's about to get.
you're
fucking eaten.
literally
what
just
is-
feeding the XP to a bear.
Yeah,
Very soon, Mika's gonna be like, "All right, guys, I'm caught up. I'm tier 5."
that's true.
Yeah, we did already establish that Tony's
All right.
already inside the bear, so you really.
Well,
are
he
just
needs that
doing
XP.
it.
You
All right,
get out.
so what's the laser situation? What's going on here?
Yeah. So you see, you hear this screech from behind you as this like winged pterodactyl with a rider on its back and like lasers strapped to each arm, like screeches down the side of the mound at like a low angle, like firing laser blasts at you and your dinosaur.
And
All
not
right.
at the other creatures at all.
No, directly at a William.
Okay, and
So as
There-
you look up, you can see this thing that looks like a man, except he's got like gills and like fish lips and like like sideways eyes.
Hot, it's hot.
that's sexy right there. So how far away from me are there?
The pterodactyl.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like making a strafing run, real close to you.
Right. So like as I turn around to see this, we're talking
So
like 40 feet, 100 feet. Like what are we
yeah,
talking
yeah. 40 feet sounds good. I mean, you need to make a speed defense roll.
Okay. And how does that work difficulty wise?
So this is going to be. So this is a dinosaur related task.
Okay.
But it's difficulty 5, since they
Okay.
are pretty heavy weapons.
And so this is the dinosaur that's doing this?
Dinosaur is firing laser blasts from lasers attached to its leathery wings.
Oh, wait, so I'm sorry. When you say I get a asset on all dinosaur-related tasks, so they're shooting at me. I'm taking the speed defense check for me, not for the dinosaur that I'm on. But I get an asset on the speed task because it's a dinosaur that's shooting at me.
That's right.
This situation has to do with dinosaurs, thus is dinosaur-related.
I mean, we could expand that out pretty far, but this is literally a dinosaur shooting at you, so I'm going to say it's dinosaur.
I feel like at any time that William is operating from atop a dinosaur, he's performing a dinosaur-related task, right? Like,
there's definitely a lot of options for dinosaur-related tasks available to William at this point.
There's some dinosauring going on. All right. Gotcha. Let's see. So I get one asset for the dinosaur-related task. I'm riding a dinosaur, and I'm trained in riding. Does that give me some ability to dodge greater than what, like, a random person sitting on top of a dinosaur would have?
I will say that if you make the roll, then the dinosaur will not be harmed.
Okay. All right. So we're at 4. We're on speed. So I will strain. Let's see. Once to bring it down to a 3. We'll give it a go.
You can do it. You're not me.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, good. All right, so like huge like blasty craters get rent into the ground as you like pull the reins of the dinosaur, and it like sidesteps like a dinosaur. And like
how exactly would that be?
Like a dinosaur.
Yee. Okay, good one. All right. So yeah, and the laser blasts like rake over the area in front of the hole. All right, so let's and so what is William going to do after this? Just like in very quick terms, before we go back to Tony.
I mean, he's going to try to fling the rider off of the pterodactyl with his mind.
Oh, all right, yeah, let's figure out about that.
Okay.
Now
so now we're gonna.
Good job.
So this is not a dinosaur-related task. As it is
It's not a dinosaur-related.
He is flinging the guy off of his dinosaur.
No, well, like I don't know.
Listen, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for dinosaur-related tasks here. I think this is going to have to go under the pretty high bar in the situation for what a dinosaur-related task is.
Yeah. So let's see. He's the rider guy is like my size, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna. It's 4 intellect points. It's an intellect attack.
Well, so I will offer you an intrusion here.
Okay. What are you thinking? What are you cooking?
So as you reach out your mind towards this rider, you can see that this
This is the international symbol for reaching out with your mind.
Also has a brain crystal attached to its head. And
all right,
is that your signals get tangled up.
Can I jump in
just
on
to
that?
recap, William, and then it.
Yeah. No. So what are you thinking in terms of like stream crossage?
Like, your dinosaur is not really going to be in control. His dinosaur is not really going to be in control. Like,
all right, like I'll take that.
Goddamn.
All right.
Do I also get to fling him off of his dinosaur, or does that get disrupted by the?
No. I think you can still try to fling.
All right.
But
let's take all that. So I guess Oliver, you could take a point because I'm flinging around like fucking candy here. Okay, so we're like unto this. And so first I guess there'll be the fling, and then there'll be some amount of like coming to minds with my dinosaur or something. I don't know.
Sure.
So anyway, intellect attack, how does that all work?
It's a difficulty, what did I say, 5?
Is that how that works?
Yeah, basically a lot of enemies are just like they have a difficulty level, and then all their defenses are that, or like 1 higher or 1 lower. But I guess I think there's actually, if this is a mental thing, no, we'll leave it at 5. We'll leave it at 5.
Okay. And so then I like make the attack and can strain to increase to like decrease the difficulty the same way that you normally would.
Okay.
I guess, right? So it starts off as a 5. What the hell is going on here? Okay, so I'm going to strain. Let's see. So the way that strain works is it's 3, 2, and then 1 for everyone after that. Is that right? So does that sound right, Kev?
No, it's 3 for the first, and then 2 for everyone after that.
2 for everyone after that. Okay. So let's strain 3 times. Which
so by the way, you can also strain to do extra damage if you hit. And you can only like do your maximum effort.
Total across the thing, right? I have 4 effort, so I can do 3 strain and then do another one later if that becomes desirable. And this does 4 damage.
What do we mean strain?
Straining 3 times, using effort 3 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's like
I was just trying to make sure it wasn't like some new term that I didn't know.
No, I think effort is the term here.
Yeah.
So all right, so it's if I do that 3 times, it brings it down to a 2. Is that right?
Yep, I think so. Wait, oh yeah. You have an advantage on this from the beginning, or what was the first one?
It was at a 5, and I strained 3 times. That brings it to a 2, right?
Oh, that's right. Math.
Caster math. All right, 17. Is it 18 to 20 that's in the thing?
19. I think it's 19.
19
No, it's.
I think 17 is right out.
Okay. Oh yeah, I don't. There's something. It was lower than I expected for things. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So it certainly connects.
Okay, and this does 4 damage and ousts him from his.
Yes.
You send him bodily through the air.
Yeah, it inflicts 4 points of damage to the object being flung when it lands or strikes a barrier. So, I mean, you can decide whether there would be additional damage for the fact that it is flung from a flying dinosaur instead of me just, like, throwing him across the room.
All right, so you're like... And this guy goes, like, flying out of his saddle. You can see one of the guys as he sort of stands up. He's like, you can see that he's got, like, a lupine appearance. He's got, like, sort of fangy teeth, and, like, he's pretty furry, and his ears are a little bit pointed. He kind of like peeks up from behind some rubble, and this guy like sails like end over end, like directly into him, like knocking them both to the ground. And the pterodactyl like screeches and like wheels up into the air in like a spiral. Just at that moment, you hear like a thud as like a laser axe slams into the ground, like feet from you, as you can see your creature like turn towards you, like rage in its eyes.
All right. So, do you want me to do this, or are we cutting back?
We're gonna cut. That's a cut back.
Yeah, good. Do
it. All right. So Tony, you hear the the voice in your head. It's like it's pretty staticky, but it's like Antietam, come in.
I say Antietam responding. I say we're
we're Dinosaur World.
Dinosaur World.
Dinosaur World.
Yeah, I say, can you hear me? Hello.
All right, yeah. So you hear like a garbled, like something that's definitely like a response, but you can't quite make it out. It's like it's like Antietam, and then like it kind of like fades into static, and then it kind of like you're like running, and like you like cross a threshold into a larger room, and like all of a sudden it's like completely silent, and you like look around. And you can see that there's like a row of very dim torches ahead of you, like in 2 parallel lines that seem to flank some kind of walkway. And the first set of torches are slightly brighter.
So as everything goes silent, I like realize that I may or may not have fucked up a little bit, right? like running.
It was at this moment that Tony Zacapa realized he had fucked up.
Yeah,
may have fucked up a little bit.
All right, so I in whatever way is possible. Like obviously, I can't like exactly tell what the place looks like, but I try to like take any shelter from view, right? Like disappear out of like standing in the middle of a hallway.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So
Is
I mean,
there
this
like
is a pretty open room. It seems to be like sort of like an open square, and like I said, there's a row of essentially like, I guess you would, I guess they're like stone braziers flanking the central pathway that leads into the center of the room.
Hmm.
So you want to
Do
like
they
kind of like
then
step off to the side.
expand out in a circle?
Don't talk to me.
wow?
It's such
That was harsh.
it's like a peak moment, but yeah, it's sort of similar to that. Maybe.
I mean, I try to take in my environment. Like, what the hell is going on here, right? Like, what's happening? Is there any of my life skills that could have prevented me for this moment in particular?
That's a
What
deep
paths?
question.
What paths could I have
What-
taken that would not have ended up with me here? Can we revisit that?
There's a lot
Yeah,
of paths.
certainly, you know, there's some life choices maybe being regretted right now. You can see that these torches sort of like after like, you know, this path going straight, it kind of like flank a set of stairs that goes up, but it's a little hard to see. As the farther they are from you, the dimmer they are.
So I like after like taking a look around, I like slowly begin to like maybe move backwards, right? Like as exciting and interesting as this is, I feel like I may have wandered into it's somewhere where I don't want to be alone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. So you kind of like take a few steps back, and your fingers come up against solid stone.
What? Tony's ill prepared for this type of thing.
You heard him.
Quickly hunt your way out of here.
Yeah, right. That's right. So I'm guessing all of my like I don't know, how are my like survival senses doing at this current moment? Doesn't sound like
Yeah, I mean, you think that survival is at issue here?
I mean, isn't it always?
No, but like now a little more maybe.
It's imminently an issue. Hey, Tony, which direction did you turn when you walked in the mound originally?
yeah. I mean, I
We
don't
kind
know
of
if
breezed
it's gonna-
over that.
All right. So you hear from the center of the chamber something that sounds like stone scraping on stone. All right. So we will cut back to Mika. Mika, so you are like running down this hallway. All of a sudden, you notice that Oliver is not behind you.
I like
Wait, Alex, you said that?
And we told you we didn't want to separate.
Oh well. You know,
Why are you doing this to us?
I didn't. Listen, I
yeah.
did not separate you.
Yeah,
at all.
Oliver pulled a fast one.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Wow.
Mika kind of like slows down, turns around, and calls out Oliver. When she hears nothing,
Yes.
she calls out a little louder. Turns around and calls out Tony. God damn
There's a
it!
bear behind you.
So she kind of like turns around towards the, I don't know, going deeper into the cave direction. She kind of like clenches her fist and her arm sword like shoots out, and she kind of resolutely makes her way deeper into the cave.
It's pretty satisfying to be able to say your arm sword shoots out.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's good.
All right. Well, we'll say just as you're about to take your first step, you hear another howl erupt through the corridor. This time, much closer than you're comfortable with, and we will.
Is it its next
Cut it off there. For this By the way, if anybody doesn't play next week, you are just going to be stuck in the ziggurat forever.
Rough.
I think I can do next week.
Anyways,
I won't be 100% for next week.
well, you can be stuck in the ziggurat. All right, this has been.
Maybe I'll meet Koximo.
There you go. You can only hope,
Could be
right?
worse. Could be worse. This has been Cypher System: The Distant Shore.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Kim.
You're supposed to say "and."
Not if you start it.
Well,
Come on.
Kevin.
All right, no, if you start it, it's a idiot. Whatever. I don't know. We got time to figure all that out. Next week at 7:30 Eastern, when we continuing this disaster.
Train wreck.
Yeah. So that's what we'll be doing next week. If you've enjoyed these chicaneries and shenanigans, then you can feel free to check out any number of ill-advised adventures on our YouTube page. And if you've watched all of those and are jonesing for just a little bit more, you can catch us live every Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern, right here on Twitch. All right, guys, thanks for playing. Good session, and
Good night, guys.